Before you say blue therapy is not real, blue therapy is scripted, they're all actors and actresses, I can't take that shit serious. I hope the difference between your relationship and blue therapy, Chioma and Paul in focus, isn't this big. Guys, good afternoon and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of seeing this face, please check out my other videos, and if you like what you see, please click the subscribe button and welcome to the family. And if it's not your first time, my old subscribers, thank you guys so much. Thank you for making this experience worthwhile. We started a little over 3 weeks ago with 16 subscribers and we're already at 40 subscribers. I do not take that for granted. I believe in little beginnings, and thank you guys for making it worthwhile for me. Okay, now we're going to go straight into this video where we react to blue therapy, guys. Before you say blue therapy is not real, blue therapy is scripted, they're all actors and actresses, I can't take that shit serious. I hope the difference between your relationship and blue therapy, Chioma and Paul in focus, isn't this big. I also hope you can boldly say you don't know anybody who is in that kind of relationship. And finally, I hope that is not the reality of your relationship. Oh, it's scripted, we know. The therapist is an actress, we know. Chioma is an actress, we know. That is actually some people's reality, and I think that's the reason why it was scripted. So that is what we are going to react to, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to be pointing some salient points in their relationship out. Yeah, so the first one is that Chioma, can you hear me? Which I think you can. I honestly think that you're not giving your partner respect and consideration if you're preparing a particular kind of meal or you're doing something that they are not comfortable with for whatever reason or the other, and then they let you know, and then you insist that for your own personal reasons you can't change it. I don't think that shows respect. I don't think that's considerate. And girl, you need to work on that. Yes. If your man doesn't like the kind of food you make, you use ogiriokwe to make food. And he complains about the smell, and he complains about calculating the calories. He prefers a mixture of cabbage and lemongrass or cauliflower and onion. One name, give him what he wants. You're in this relationship with an adult, a full-grown adult, and I think they're old enough to make their choices. Unpopular opinion, but yeah. Now, let us address the elephant in the room. Paul, your masculinity is too toxic. And there are a lot of African men, Nigerian men in this WhatsApp group. This Paul is in this relationship with himself and his ego. He doesn't want to talk about how his sister makes her feel like a bad mother. He doesn't want to talk about how his actions make her feel. He doesn't even consider her needs. He has an excuse for everything. The whole lady's first thing happens when he actually wants to hear her talk first, not when he wants to put his feelings before her. This is a practical case of toxic masculinity, honestly. And if you have a man like Paul in your life with these negative traits, this guy is full of himself. I mean, his ego screams to the high heavens. When anything is being talked about, he goes, oh, look at me. Do you like what you see? Everything should be all about him. The relationship is just him, his interests, his preferences, his likes and dislikes. Nothing whatsoever about the other person. See, you guys are in a relationship. You can't think of your significant other and be filled with happiness. You can't think of going home to this person and be excited. This guy is going to wake up one day and cheat on you and have a very intelligent, ego-filled reason why he did it. Now, the second thing about their relationship is there is no connection whatsoever between the two of them. I mean, like someone said, apart from the babe this, babe that, I don't see them talking about how things they do. I don't see them talking about how they love to spend time together. I don't see any connection whatsoever. These two people are north and south poles. And that is the reason why the girl even thought of the therapy in the first place. Leads me to say, Chioma, you really need to get a life, okay? I understand you love this guy, like you say. I understand you say you want to spend the rest of your life with him, but I hope you know there is nowhere it is written that is that particular Paul that must put a ring on your finger. Get a life. That business you say you want to start it. Leave his house. Let him miss you small, one. Every time you're there mixing oil inside frying pan, and he's taking it for granted. I mean, there are a lot of men who will do anything to have a wife who cooks, who wants to explore different recipes and tickle their taste buds. And that's what you're giving to this guy is complaining, and you're still there trying to make him understand that he should eat this food. Sis, you were made for bigger things, okay? And I know how a relationship makes you better, makes you happier. At the mention of this person's name, you know, you go weak in the knees, you have butterflies in your tummy, but nobody should be the focal point of your life. Secondly, I think Chioma should go for personal therapy too, where she does value lessons. I don't know if any of that is done, but she needs to understand that she's a babe in all of the babyfied glory. She needs to understand that she's a full spec and more. She needs to know who she is, your self-worth, having confidence, not this Paul's type. That type is toxic. But appreciating yourself regardless of what whoever thinks about you, realizing that you're the real deal and sticking to it. Babe needs a lesson in this. And if you're in this kind of relationship, please, girl, understand your worth. Okay, Chioma? If you can hear me, if you're subscribed to this channel, please get a life, know your worth. Now, the last point before we call this video a wrap. It's a mistake a lot of people make. Bringing kids into a messed up situation. I mean, you're in a relationship with somebody and it's obviously not working. You guys are not happy together. Matter of fact, you prefer to be elsewhere. Like, not like when you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have a life. But when you're with your friends or with your siblings, you're happy. And at the thought of this person coming home to meet you or you going to see that person, your mind skips. And you guys are not married and you don't realize what God has done for you. Understand how you and this guy, you guys are still undergoing therapy. You guys still want to make things work. And then you had to dig into your past to discover something you feel that has been buried and is part of what is affecting you. And then the guy wants to talk. If you've watched it, you realize that at that point, I genuinely thought he was going to promise her that if by virtue of their actions of yesteryears, she ends up not being able to have children, that he will stand by her and he will never make it look like it's her fault or look for some other person. Sorry, my baby. Really saying no. Promise me that you're going to be a responsible father. In case something like this happens next time, you're going to take responsibility. It's a good thing that you're going for therapy, okay? But the idea of bringing kids into a messed up situation, a situation you guys are still trying to figure out, it makes no sense whatsoever. Do you think that the moment kids come in, because they are cute and bubbly and cuddly, everything suddenly becomes fine? The relationship could still work if Paul goes for a total character wash. You know that same way you wash a car, you go to a car wash and wash a car. Paul needs to be washed head to toe because there is a lot of dysfunctionality in his personality. So with this, we've come to the end of this episode of our reaction to Blue Therapy. I want to know what you guys think about what I said about Blue Therapy, about Chioma and Paul. I really don't watch the other couple, so I haven't watched them before. I don't have anything to say about them yet. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so. Please share to your friends, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.